Hi and welcome to one out of many of the boss guides to come. If you enjoy this video and find this helpful, please subscribe because I'm hoping to do more Dark Souls content. Now let's talk about the Cemetery of Ash, which is the place that we have just woken up at. Now this place doesn't have too much to really obviously get from this place. Not too many items. There's only really 2 items here, and one of the items is actually an NG Plus item, so there's really no point in getting the item because, again, NG Plus item. So unless you're an NG Plus, it doesn't really matter. The only item that you're going to want to get is on this guy right here, this dead body on this cup, and it will be an Ashen Estus Flask, which either way you'll need to take to upgrade your Estus Flask. Now this is going to look a little bit easy, and I didn't want to make this too overwhelming for people that are in NG, because I'm in NG++. So I have played a bit of the game. But yeah, so I am going to be showing what it would be like on a perspective of an NG player, and how easy. There's an easy method that can kill champion or Ludex Gundyr actually fairly easily, almost really easily. I was actually surprised to see this method, but it's a really fun and really good method to use if you just want to get this boss out of the way. If you want to fight him traditionally, that's fine, but most people struggle with this boss, especially if they're new and they've just started getting into Dark Souls, so they're not very familiar with any of these bosses, and they're not familiar with dodging, parrying, and crap like that. So this is just basically the basic tip or method that you can use towards Gundyr, is that right when you remove his sword, just start hacking and slashing at him, and you can actually start taking out most of his health. So if you just do this, you can spam your weapon, and it won't take off most of his health, but mostly some. Obviously, if I use my battle axe, which is like 800 damage, he'd be at half. But I didn't want to make this too overwhelming for new players, so that you guys at least, know or feel some sort of certainty. Now, when fighting him, you want to stay really close to him, and also when he's transforming, you have a lot of time to get hits off. So try to get as many hits off as you can when he's transforming. Also, do not try to block during this fight. Actually, dual wield. He can take out stamina very quickly. So blocking is not very effective, and dual wielding is basically what you want to do this entire fight. And as you can see, he's already dead. So you want to stick to him like glue and just kind of walk around him as he's looking at you. And any dodges he or any attacks he does, just try to dodge it as best as you can, and try to get as many attacks as you can off, and also try to read his combos. He has lots of sweeping and punching and kicking attacks, so always watch out for that. If you're directly behind his body, he will kick backwards, so that is another thing to watch out for. But yeah, I will actually show this boss on I say the best class to start out with is a warrior. You don't have to do a warrior, you can do it with any class you want, really. The reason I say warrior is because he does start out with a weapon that does have the special ability to give you double damage for about 10 seconds, and that's really good because after you pull out that sword, or before you pull out the sword, you can activate the ability and just start dealing double damage, and it will be fairly easy of a fight. I did see one dude, he did like a new character, and he beat the boss somehow, like before it even got up. Just gonna do 99 health because I want to max out health on this one. Definitely want to max out health. Alright, warrior. So that battle axe right there is called the deep battle axe, and you can actually get it in game. It's very good. But knight has probably the most balanced stats. Not too much intelligence though, or luck. If you go down the list, levels either get up or down depending on what you do though. it's all up to you. I think I did Cleric on my Red Dead Wizard account, and that was pretty good, but it was kind of a little bit hard. So I wouldn't, if you're gonna do these characters, you probably should know what you're doing first before using these characters. If you are using any one of these, by the way, I would actually suggest using a Pyro, because he has high intelligence and faith, which is what you need to do miracles and sorceries, which is this guy's miracle and this guy's sorceries. So this guy's very, very balanced. He can use pyros, sorceries, and clerics. And ultimately, if you want to do a lot of that crap, that's the way to go. So I'm just gonna show you with warrior. And actually, I'd say the best starting thing is a life ring. Definitely life ring. Don't need to worry about any of that. Finalized creation. Yes. Alright. So also how you do this, when you have to dual wield his axe and click L2, and then it'll activate his thing, and then you can just either spam R1 or R2. For anybody that does not know the controls, which I wouldn't get that, a circle is to dodge and roll around. If you're just standing still, you can like do a little back dodge, and then circle, if you're holding it down, is run. I should probably run through these guys. Actually, that's this flask. Yeah, you can just probably run through this area though. Not too much, unless you just really want souls. I don't really see a point in that. And also if you need help, use the password dead and I might see you. Capital DEAD. Me and my friends, like about 15 of us, we all use that password. So, and we play on a daily. So, yeah, never know. If you do like Dark Souls, that is definitely an option. If you ever need help. Obviously, you can't get help here. This is a starting area, and they want you to at least learn something in the game and not start out with all the other bosses, which progressively get a lot harder. They don't want you to be still bad at the game, so obviously with this boss, they want you to learn a bit. Alright, there we go. Boost attack. Take out that sword. There you go. So you see that he's gonna do a grab attack. Oh, now he's transforming, so you can just start doing, just try to do as much damage as you can. It's alright if you don't do much. You gotta really read his attacks though. So now he's jumping up. You can actually go behind him while doing that. Just stick to him like glue. And you don't have to do, you can do any side. Any side matters. Sometimes when you're going behind him, you can get hit. Oh crap. Well, let's see how this plays out. Yeah, definitely run back though if you're trying to use S's, because he gives you time to use S's. But yeah, there you go. That's how you do it. That's NG for you. That's an NG way. And obviously you go through there and up to the Firelink Shrine, you're good. You can start the game and actually get into the real fight, your real journey. But that is it. I'll be doing a boss guide on the Vort of the Boreal Valley next, which will be a little bit of a harder one, because he's kind of a little bit difficult. I'll show you on NG, and I'll show you on my account, which is NG plus, because it'll be a little bit easier to obviously film that. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.